Okay. It's really noisy outside. Man. Okay, I really have a slight headache. Hmm. I'm hungry. India. Huh?
अबे तो इनसे बात कर रहे हैं तेरा आवाज वापस आ रहा है हाँ
Yeah, I figured it already. I think it's completely fine. Let's see, like, if here is any possibility that you can fix this thing. Let's see how it's gonna be. I don't understand though. Yeah, I think I did a mistake. I think I need to fix this. Okay, how am I gonna do it though? That's a lot of mistakes. I need to fix that. But it's completely fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand myself. So just give me a few minutes to rethink about my decision. Yeah, I think this will be swinging that way. I think. Man, I had to erase everything, like seriously. That's really not a good thing. It's completely fine though. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll be erasing some frames here and there so that it looks fine. Yeah, first let me just clean up these mistakes over here. Yeah, it's not been a very good thing to do, but no. Yeah. It's completely fine, okay. Yeah. I have to fix this part here. So yeah, I think this is okay, but I don't think that's supposed to be acting this way. You know what? Let me just delete this thing. I have to start it from again. Start it from the beginning. So it's completely fine. You know what? Animation and delete. Let's delete this also so that you do not get confused. And delete this also. You know what? Now let's start like working on this thing here. Yeah. Let's delete this also. I don't know if it works this way though. No, I have no idea if it really works this way. But you can check it yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it myself. Wait a minute. Okay, I need to fix things now. You know what? Oh, which one's fine though? I don't know myself. Let me see though. I'm not sure how it will be, but I have to like erase a lot of stuff here. Man, so many mistakes. You know what, actually let's delete this layer too. Animation, edit track, delete. Yeah. Now let me duplicate this layer and put it on top there. And oh, no. I'll also delete this. Now let's make like a new layer on top. In this layer, what will it be? Okay, let me first fix this layer on top. Yeah, something like this. Maybe that will make it, hopefully this will be better. Let me align this one, the line below, and this one also. Yeah, I need to like fix my first lines first. You know what, let's make this like my second line. This is how it will go. I think. Yeah, it's like C-shaped, so wait. What am I even doing right now? I don't understand, but just trust in the process, I suppose. So this will be my next frame. I need to introduce some irregularities in between so that it looks more natural. Yeah, let it be this way. We can check it later. Hopefully it will be a little more than usual. Yeah, it's completely fine. You got this, it's completely fine. Yep. Yeah, you have to follow that. Like, try it out yourself and see if it's working. Otherwise, just let it be. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. It's completely fine. Oh man. Did it die? I don't think so. Man, I'm so slow. But okay, it's completely fine. This also will be. Yeah, it will like bend a little bit. So yeah, let me try it and see like if it makes sense or not. If it doesn't, then we can always change it to our needs. This is gonna be a second frame. What is the shape of this part over here though? Yeah, I'm still trying. Like, what is this? Like S shape, right? So, yeah, I think I need to like curve it. No, I think, yeah, let's curve it like inwards a little bit. Yeah. Mm, is this like a C shape? I have no idea. I don't know. Like, check it yourself if possible. Yeah. Man. Okay, I think I have to clean my fan. It's getting a little hot, but it's completely fine. Just give me some time. I don't know if it will work or not. Otherwise, you don't have to touch anything. Just don't touch anything until you are certain that it will be working fine. S-shaped. Wait. S-shaped and C. Oh wait, is it like this? Oh wait, I forgot C. Uh, then it goes like this, right? Then C, and then like this. Yeah, that's supposed to be like this. Yeah, it's gonna be like C shape right now. As for this, I need to like fix something here. Yeah. If you don't mind, like you can check it later. You don't have to like keep watching it like continuously. So I have no idea how to do that. I'm not that professional, man. I think it's better for you to ask someone else, you know, because I'm literally a beginner right now. So yeah. Oh man. Yeah, first let me align this thing and then we can like see if there is something need to be changed. Okay, yeah, I remember. I have to work on something else too. A tiny commission. Yeah. I received a small commission, so I need a little. I think I'll need a little more time. Let me change this also. Yes, I got a commission. Although it's not a really big commission, it's like a really small one. Bite-sized commission, yeah. That's how I'd say. So wait. Okay, this one's like C-shaped. C-shaped. Then this is for C-shaped now. It's like a shape. This one's gonna be like. Okay, C. Huh? No. Wait, I think I'm doing a mistake right now. It's going like this. Wait. Wait, no, I'm doing correct. It's like inverted S. Yeah. Yeah, just let it be. know what? Don't mind. First, let me see how it will be. Okay, so this is like S shape. It's going that direction. So I think it's already done that. Now I need to like change the direction of that thing, right? So it's gonna be something like that. I'm not so sure. Feels like this first, right? So you know what? Let's try this thing out then. Yeah, okay. Man, this is so stupid. Bro, what? Yeah, there was no way. Yeah, I think like you're synchronizing a bit. Although in some aspect it doesn't make much sense what's going on. Hopefully we can ignore this. Why is it like expanding like that? I don't think that should be possible. Maybe I should like change it a little bit. Wait, how much is it? 35, 40. You know what? Let me put it to 40. Maybe a straight line. Yeah, I think that's like good enough. What is that? Okay. Let me remove this. Wait, let me check one thing though. Oh. Give me a second. Okay, this is going good. Yeah. Yeah, we can like separate it later. Okay, why is it still not happening? Like, what is even going on right now? Hmm. Yeah, this will be the way it is, and yeah, I need to add this thing over here now. Oh, perfect. Almost, it was perfect. It was almost perfect, but yeah, we need to change some things around. Okay, let me be 50 now. Back to 50. Wait, why is this thing changing? That was not something that was supposed to change, but it's fine. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Now let me change it here. I think I'm wasting more time trying to adjust lines like that. Okay, it's like going this side now. Yeah, let's put it the same way over here then. Yeah, I think this is better. I think I need to drag this way up now and fix this here. Yeah. Wait, I think I'm not following the rules. Yeah. Okay, now it should be fine, hopefully. Actually, this one should be like more stationary than usual, so I'll be changing this. Hmm. Wait, who's this guy? Okay. It was the junk. Oh man. Hmm. I don't know why it's not dying, but okay. Yeah, just let it be. Hmm. You don't have to. I think. Hmm. You know what? Let me move this over here. I think that will be better. Hmm. Hmm. And this will also be moving along with it. Yeah, let's make it move along with it then. Change the shape of the hair. This is better. I think I should like change the shape over here. Make it more round. Yeah, that looks better. And this will connect like that. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. Nice. Okay. Wait, what should I make now over here? It's like making a inverted C shape, right? So I should probably make it like, yeah, it's going towards the left side. Yeah, something like this. I like it way better now. Let me remove this. Wait, that was good enough already. I think the position is fine, so I need to follow up on this. Like, how am I gonna do this? Yeah, something like this. Yeah, this is also gonna bend in a similar fashion. Yeah, like this. Ay. Yeah, it's completely fine. Like, you don't have to think too much about it. It's completely okay. If you want to talk about it later, then it's okay. But not right now, not at the moment. Since I'm working, as you can see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me connect them both here. Looks a little too synchronized, not gonna lie. You know what? Let me remove this and think about it again. Mm. Mm. You know what I can do? I can do this. Wait. I can make it like a more C shape here. I think that would be a better outcome. First I have to fix these lines. Wait, what is it going? Inverted S shape, right? So it is like a bigger C shape. Actually, let's drag this again. I think that makes more sense now. Yeah, this is very stupid. I'm already tired, but it must go on. Which the expert said, this just makes me sad. Man. Out of the art from menu. Menu. Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what does it mean? Huh? And who's this guy? He's following a lot of people for some reason. Okay. Thank you though. Yeah, I think I should be doing something about this. Bro. Let me... What's this? You know what? Let's play something else. Oh yeah, I was supposed to watch like a few tutorials, right? Was it this one? Motion design. Okay, yeah, this one. I was supposed to watch this one. On how the entire process works. So
Storyboarding is the planning of shots for a film, TV show, or anything else that is similar. This is done for both live action and animation, and helps the people in later stages of production know where characters go, what should happen, and where the camera should be positioned or moved for each shot. If you're ever planning an animation or video project of your own, you can make storyboards for yourself. Planning in this way makes a big difference in the final results of a project. So here's everything you should know to get started. Start by creating boxes with the ratio you need. You may want to leave room underneath each for notes. There are some programs for storyboarding that will help you in this process, but for now, it's really not difficult to work in your preferred art program. Nowadays, most industry storyboarders will work digitally, but you're also welcome to use paper if you find that easiest. Each of our panels here is a camera shot. Draw simple but clear. Avoid unimportant details, and don't aim for perfection. The goal is to communicate an idea, not make a finished masterpiece. Characters should be recognizable and distinguishable from one another, but should also be very simple simplified. Color isn't important, and most storyboards are grayscale, but it's often helpful to color code characters, like I did here for a short film project. You can use lighter and darker values to separate background, middle ground, and foreground elements. Sometimes one panel will be enough for one shot, but you'll often need multiple to clearly show the action taking place. There are many ways you can do this, but I recommend putting scene or shot above the panel or in your notes area below. Every time there would be a camera cut, you can update that number. The number staying the same means that the shot is still going. You may also want to include action notes, which describe the action taking place if needed. This is mostly to help the people who would be using the storyboard later in a production, but it also doesn't hurt to leave these types of notes for yourself working on a personal project. And finally, for your notes, include dialogue if anything is being said in that scene. For working digital, I recommend using a solid, hard-edged brush with a taper. Professional storyboarders will be very decisive and clear with the lines they make, not usually being too messy and sketchy. Of course, your standards don't have to be quite so high if the storyboards are just for you to see, but regardless, line confidence and accuracy is a good skill to learn for art in general. To show camera movement, the most common method is to create a duplicate panel that is either dotted or a lighter color frame. The original panel is where the camera starts, and the second should go where the camera stops. Add these connecting lines to show more clearly how the camera is moving. If the camera is zooming in or out, do the same thing, but with a larger or smaller second panel. For planning complicated action with multiple elements moving about, the most confidence and accuracy is a good skill to learn for art in general. To show camera movement, the most common method is to create a duplicate panel that is either dotted or a lighter color frame. The original panel is where the camera starts, and the second should go where the camera stops. Add these connecting lines to show more clearly how the camera is moving. If the camera is zooming in or out, do the same thing, but with a larger or smaller second panel. For planning complicated action with multiple elements moving about, you can try doing this overhead style of storyboarding. Rather than planning the camera shots, this is planning where everything should be and all of the actions, movements, and events in the space. This is most helpful for action scenes with a lot of characters and different things going on at once. This example is very intimidating, but they don't always have to be this complex. If you're ready to move on to animation, give these tutorials on screen and watch next. Thanks for watching!
Have you ever edited a video and felt like something was off? The editing was fine, but it still didn't look as good as other channels.
Yeah, I need to watch this video over here.
Hey YouTube, Savandros here. Today I was doom scrolling on Twitter this morning and I came across this brand new animation app that sounded really promising. A lot of professional animators were giving it a lot of high praise, and I heard that it has both raster and vector drawing. So I really want to see what it could do because the layout of the UI looked really interesting, and I'm always open to just trying out new applications. Now, I was taking a look at the different features of this application that are listed on the website, and I have to say it sounds really promising, and actually more promising than your general animation application. So we can go down here and see what they're offering with this animation app. Now, this app is called umopen, and it promises a whole lot of things that I really hope actually pan out. It promises raster and vector drawing. Of course, you can use styluses, selections and transformations, layers and groups. Something that's really interesting that it promises is reusable assets. So this would work kind of like your old Adobe Flash library or Adobe Animate library, where you can just kind of put a asset that it promises raster and vector drawing. Of course, you can use styluses, selections and transformations, layers and groups. Something that's really interesting that it promises is reusable assets. So this would work kind of like your old Adobe Flash library or Adobe Animate. And that's also nice is it also has a mode for just drawing. If you
Okay, it's downloading something right now. Shit. Please work properly. Yes, thank you. Okay, I need to like put a limit on how much it can download. How do you even do that? I don't think there is an option here in Battle.net. So let it be the way it is. Yeah, just let it be. Yeah, we can check it later. Right now, we have much important thing to do. Okay, how does it go though? Yeah, I think it connects this way. Yep, much better. I forgot to draw an eyebrow over here. Oh, let me draw this. I should. Okay, this is done. Now let's make this one okay. I haven't done like warm-ups in a long time. Okay, how do I limit my download on this thingy? Modify download limits, yes, please. Download limits, yeah. Pre-release content. Okay, I did not know it is like this slow. This is gonna be like 5000 kbps. Done. Does it reduce my download speed now? Yep, it is reducing my download speed. Let's go. Hopefully it doesn't impact my 5. You know what? Let's keep it like 9. Yeah, 10,000. Yeah, let me keep this limit over here. I think that should be fine. Increase back, my friend. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's an okay limit, I suppose. Oh, man.
Want to create notes or comics or animations, you can also do that. It has rulers and guides. There are workspace shortcuts, so there are docked panels that you can change. So it has a customizable workspace and it has shortcuts already in the application. Hopefully they're customizable. There's frame by frame animation and tweening, which is great. There are also built-in storyboard and sequencing features. For professional animators, you can use timesheets. You can also import and export PSDs, FLAs, as well as ABRs, which are Photoshop brushes. And you can export in GIF, MP4, and PNG. Now, the 4 really interesting things to me are at the bottom, aside from vector, which is that you can bring in 3D reference objects for your animations. You can also add effects directly in the application. So hopefully this works in a way where you can do like full compositing level animation work in this one application without having to take your animation out to After Effects. I really like that it has an endless canvas. A lot of animation apps have that, but it's always a bummer when they don't. So it's an endless canvas and you can draw wherever you like. Pen to me sounds very
yeah, I think I should put it like 9,000.
It's being described as. We're gonna check it out in a moment, but before that, let's just go over the pricing for this application. So it is really cheap, and it's nice to know that it's coming to both Mac and Windows, and it's also coming to iPad this month in July. So I'm really excited about that, and it's only $20. They also have a free trial, which is what I downloaded and I'll be using for this video. And the iPad version will only be $10, which actually makes it competitive with a lot of iPad animation applications like Toon Squid, Procreate Dreams, CaliPeg, and more. So I just hope it's just as good as them, and if not even better, because it kind of sounds like it's trying to blow these other applications out of the water. Let's jump into it. So jumping straight in, there's a lot to be excited for with this application. As we can see, this is the home screen, and here on the left you'll be seeing a bunch of different options for templates.
It's like 2,000 rupees.
Anything you've created in your canvas. I've went ahead and created a few projects over the last few days. I wanted to just jump straight into a video, but
okay, it's only card
to learn with this application because it's very in-depth. But anyway, let's go into it. So on the left we see we can make templates for drawing, comics, which is both
link,
animations, and we can also do online sessions where we draw or animate with other artists. Now let's see what these templates can create. For one, we can create something called an infinite canvas, and this is a canvas that basically just you can draw on it at whatever size and keep moving around the canvas like an infinite notebook. So let's try and see what happens when we zoom out. As we see, we can zoom out there, and then I can bring my brush up and I can just draw out here, and then I can zoom out fully on this stroke, and I can keep drawing here as well. So it's really nice to just get a lot of ideas on an infinite canvas, and then you can crop it to export whatever you want to export, like a specific area of your infinite canvas. Moving on, let's jump into the other templates like we have. We also have book for comics, and as we can see, we can also make a vector or raster layer at any time when we're starting a project, but it doesn't matter because we can use these simultaneously once we create a project as well. We won't be locked off to just a vector file or a raster file. So we see we could jump into the manga preset, and we'll be given these guides that basically are just the guidelines you would normally have when you're creating a comic on your template. And from here, we can see the pages toolbar. And on the pages toolbar, we can basically just make more pages. Now we can put another single page if we want it to be like a basic spread where we would draw on this side and then we would draw something on this side. Now, when we create a single page, we can move it around by itself. It won't be controlled by the other page next to it. And we can rearrange the layouts. We can also create a double page.
Release after decade of programming development. Wait, what? Please proven for version 1 per come back if you download if you're comfortable. Wait, what? Say on a custom engine. That's actually insane. Tweening insane. Frame by frame and tweening. Wait, what?
If we want them to be grouped together, and we can just draw on them as if they are a splash page. And when we move the pages, they'll also move alongside each other. So for our comics, if we wanted to, we could also just use our shape tools. And because the shape tools work very simply, we can just create, let's say, a circle for our chat bubble. And then we could add 2 lines, and we can add a rectangle as well for the frame. And after that, because we have vector tools, we can just erase everything at an intersection, and there we have our chat bubble as well as our frame. So really cool, and we don't need to drag handles with the vectors in this application. It works like Adobe Flash, so we can just grab our vector lines and move them, simple as that, which will also be extremely helpful for animation. So how else does umopen set itself apart from its competition? Well, let's see. Let me jump into a file. The first thing is that its customization to make your user experience good is beyond what it usually is in any application. So let's see what we can do in umopen. For our user interface, we can move just about everything. You see how I have this toolbar on the right? I can just hold on it, and like a phone or tablet, once we hold on our tool, we can just move it anywhere, like how we would move an app on our phone. And now my tools are on the left side, and it organizes everything in order, as well as my colors that I had on this side already. I can move this back, and we can use any of the 4 corners to organize our user interface, essentially. We can also choose to hide things that we don't want to see. For example, I'm not using the brush tool where I'm not using the shape tool. So I can close them off, and now after I've clicked them, they are no longer on my toolbar. Much smaller toolbar, I only see what I need to see. I can also just bring them back whenever I need them. Super quick. No need to jump through menus to do all of this. What else is cool is that we can customize just about everything we put out. We have these layers looking like this, but I can turn it off of compact mode and we can have bigger layers. I can also drag these toolbars. Now, let's say I also have layers set to be in this toolbar at the top, even though I had it on the side. If I X out my layers, it will contextually pop back up here, and now I can use layers like a pop-up tab rather than continuously having it at the side. I prefer it at the side, so I'll put it back. But other things we can do is we can go into deeper settings. We can change the highlight color for our whole application, and it works so fast. We also have a dark mode, which looks really good. And we have a great theme for both the dark and the light mode, if the light mode is too light for you. From here, we can also change the scale of the UI. We can change the scale of the fonts in the application. We can change how frames look on our timeline. So right here, you'll see it looks a little bit hollow. When we draw, it will become a full circle. And whenever there's an empty content frame, it will be transparent. If we change the style, it will just look a little bit cleaner. We can also change how our two colors look. Though that doesn't change how it works really. And we can also both show where we're drawing off screen in this application. This will only work with vector layers. Or we can decide to crop all of that and not see what's off screen by going to view and clicking on show pasteboard content. I prefer to see what's going off the screen so I can make bigger drawings sometimes. Additionally, if you don't like these floating toolbars, you can click flush toolbars and you can make them have this bordered style like a regular application would. That might look cleaner to you. I'm going to go back to light mode for the sake of the video, but let's just see what else we can do. Something we also can do is we can click on thumbnail view on our timeline, and then we'll show thumbnails. I'm going to change it back to classic mode. And when we draw, we'll see a thumbnail of our drawing on our timeline. Pretty cool. And then whenever you want a bunch of space to draw, you can just hide any toolbars that you have on the side. And now look at that. It is so clean for drawing. If I want even more space, I would put it back to the flush toolbars. And now we have these floating toolbars and it looks extremely spacious. Last but not least, we can also move our timeline to the top or the bottom automatically with the application. Now, some other cool things in this application, one that is the coolest by far is that we can draw with textured brushes on a vector layer. And this is something I've only really seen in Blender and in Clip Studio Paint. But as you can see, I'm drawing on a vector layer.
Wait, what?
And I can use this textured brush. Not to mention, you can import both your Photoshop and your Clip Studio Paint brushes. So there's no need to try and start over in this application. What I did here is I just imported a bunch of my different brushes from Clip Studio. And you'll see I can just change to a bunch of different brushes that I want to use that are textured on the vector layer. Do note that the textured brushes will only work on the pen tool in the vector layer. But what's so cool about drawing with vector is that it's so flexible, and then you can also make so many edits to your drawings, which is really beneficial for animation and art. So for example, let's say if I had a guideline on this face to get down the proportions I wanted for the face, right? I can then go and use my eraser tool.
That's actually insane.
To split, which basically cuts
Bro.
the line at intersections. And
Oh man.
when we go over our drawing, we can just keep doing this and restore all of our clean lines and get rid of all the scratchy ones that we used while we were drafting our drawing originally.
Okay, let me see.
And right there, now we have a clean drawing. Other things we can do is we have super simple vector editing in this application. So we can just grab a stroke and change it. Let's say if I duplicated this frame and I just wanted
I
to
think I
change
like
it
this.
to be
I
a
like
little
the way
bit of a
it's going.
different frame, I turn on my onion skin, and then I could just drag different parts of the animation on until I see it fit that it is a unique frame. So cool stuff. Of course, you can do it better than how I did it, but I'm just showing it quickly. So this is really cool, and this really speeds up the workflow of
Have you ever edited a video and felt like something was off? The editing
different parts of the animation on until I see it fit that it is a unique frame.
Wait, where is it? Drawing one, yeah.
So cool stuff. Of course, you can do it better than
Okay,
how
let me
I
buy
did it,
one.
but I'm just showing it quickly. So this is really cool,
Yeah.
and this really speeds up the workflow of your animation. Not to mention, a lot of
Don't
times
mind this.
vectors can be more accurate when you're filling your drawings in applications. So you can also, once again, fill in the application. If you fill on a vector layer, it will show you if you can fill before you even try to do it. It will highlight areas that are fillable as you scroll over them with the fill tool, which is very intuitive. Really love that. You can also fill, of course, on raster layers, and you can use the vector layer as a reference. If I bring up my
S
tolerance
shape,
and
done,
turn down
C
my fill
shape,
gap, it
done.
should fill a little bit better than how it did. Sometimes it's still working a little bit buggy currently, but it tends to work pretty well. Now, of course, we have all the things that you would generally want from a 2D animation application. We can color code layers. If we want, we can change the opacity.
Effects that we can add, as well as symbols. So when we finish an animation, we can add something to what we call the gallery. And the gallery will basically place our animations, pictures, or music in a place where we can just reuse them on the timeline whenever we see fit. So as we can see, I have this animation that I've added to the game. So as we can
What makes this rendering simple? There are so many little steps between you and a finished painting, it can get so overwhelming. But if you can hypnotize yourself into thinking that there are only 3 distinct phases you need to switch your brain between, the number of steps decreases, doesn't it? Less steps equals simpler. Simpler equals more motivation to paint. More painting means you get better at painting. Get better, more motivation to paint. To render better, you need this feedback loop of actually enjoying your painting. This feedback loop can be jump-started with a single shift in perspective. There are only 3 distinct phases in painting. The first part of painting always starts with distinguishing things from other things. For example, I usually use lines to distinguish the face from the hair, the clothes from the limbs sticking out, and to enclose everything with line art to distinguish the body from the background. Then, to distinguish the different materials even more, I use separate colors and paint bucket inside the lines on the layers underneath those line art layers. The things are separated by color and by the lines between them. But really, you don't need lines if you want to go straight in with different colors and blobs. The criteria to complete this phase is if the shapes of each thing are clear and enclosed if you zoom out. How you fulfill this criteria doesn't matter, but you should look at a hand and be able to say, that is a hand. Now that each thing has the correct shape and are distinguished by color, it's time to make the things actually have form, or a 3D-ness. Change your mindset from, does that hand look like a hand, to, what does light look like on that hand? I colored the
C
background
shape,
first when you're
then
starting with
S
different parts of your
shape.
character, but the order doesn't really matter whether you do the background first or last. You can do the background later or at the same time of the character. Concentrate on adding light and focus on how the light hits each object differently and how it bounces. It's time to actually care about how light or dark the colors are. I use a hard light layer over top the base and the line art layers to paint the general two areas of a painting, light and shadow. In Clip Studio Paint, by holding Control and left clicking the thumbnail of the layer I want to select, I can work on each section individually, and then I usually turn off The answer is all of the above. Today I have 4 paintings I need to finish. Irene, Surtur, Mio, and Civil Light Eterna, all from Arknights. All of the sketches started from 2 videos ago, so this is the natural continuation. But the thing is, since these were drawn with the figure in mind first with no plans at all for the background, I needed to start from scratch. I had overarching goals like use a different color for each, have the background support the main character's themes. The main light for the background needs to match the lighting direction on the character, but otherwise, yeah, this was more going with the flow than anything else. I wanted there to be texture, so I started with a really rough brush to block in each layer first, then adding detail and color with the hard light layers. I'm warning you now, these are really messy speed paints. Sometimes I wish I knew 3D, but then I think, shoot, I need to learn 3D. Isn't 3D a whole nother skill set? Also, I like simple but effective backgrounds too, so maybe not. Blender, how do you get here? This painting's main color was basically lost. I think I was going for maybe more of a green color, but it turned out to be more brown and yellow than what I first imagined. It reminds me of the color palette of old paintings with their yellowing varnish. Well, let's just call that intentional. Back in high school, I always tried to add meaning retroactively into everything I painted to get marks. For this painting, I'd say this color palette was intentionally chosen to replicate the feeling of old yellowing manuscripts, as these elements are often used in Western fantasy settings, and thus evokes a feeling of comfort with those familiar with such works. It's all BS though. I also just watched Backrooms, so that could have affected it. Surtur is the character I've drawn the most on this channel, and just in general, I think every time I start really happy because she's one of my favorite characters, and the reason I started Arknights to begin with, but usually by the end I become incredibly disappointed with how it turned out. I post them anyway as a humiliation ritual to pressure myself into drawing better. Has that been working out? Honestly, kinda. But before I started painting the actual background, this time I got distracted and fixed the eyes, and with that one paint over, suddenly everything worked out. You know what they say, the face is the most important part of a painting. I was dreading drawing the chains, but if you cut them into 3 different layers, it's actually pretty simple. Just draw every other chain as one layer, and then for the other chains in between, cut that in half, below and above that layer. It looks like a lot is going on because of the fire, but with this triangle brush, it was done before I knew it. Sometimes the way to draw things is to just try a random brush, and it'll work out. I thought this one was going to be the hardest to paint, but actually it was the easiest. There weren't as many layers with this one, and since I started with pretty muted colors, I could then add even more colors with this trusty tone curve. So, starting with an almost monochrome
Hey,
color, sticking to
Swordfish.
one color, and
Oh, currently I'm watching a tutorial on
actually the best route. Lately, I've been
how to make backgrounds. So yeah, that's what you're hearing at the
I don't know how to
moment.
describe it. It kind of has like a rainbow feeling to it. My general workflow currently.
I felt like what I'm doing currently is a little bored, so I was thinking like, why not watch a tutorial at the same time,
Now this one.
doing my work and also learning at the same time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
And the thing that looks crazy easy isn't. Since I plan to make these prints,
Yeah, I think like this is way better now.
was checking if the colors worked in print. One time I painted without thinking about it at all, and let's just say I learned my lesson. Lesson being that all of my favorite colors are gone if I want to print. Bright green, any nice cool tone purples,
Wait a minute.
purple on the canvas right this second are all unusable in print. So that was the struggle this whole painting. Of course,
By the way, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. Hope you had your dinner.
in those only many pretty
Let's
colors,
go.
but I still haven't upgraded my Clip Studio paint because I refuse to. So even though the colors on the canvas are adjusted, my color wheel is not. So I'd much rather just paint an sRGB and then deal with it this way. But while those colors are not usable in prints, a kind of blue-green is. So over the course, you'll see me sneaking
Okay,
more and more
now let's
paintings
try
to this
doing
painting
this.
and dimming the colors more and more. Kind of the opposite of the previous two paintings. Made me kind of sad to see my favorite colors be washed away, but if that's the price I must pay to make physical merch, it is what it is.
Wait, why is there a line over there?
Things to say about this painting specifically. For this one,
Okay, she's doing like a lot of things which I'm not able to. I have to watch it slowly. If you're bored, you can order a Domino's and Pizza Hut and see who reaches first to your neighbor's door. Man, ये अमीर वाली हरकतें बस तुम ही कर सकता है. Yeah, I am too poor to commit to this kind of prank things, you know. You should like try to like probably try to think from the perspective of poor people, you know. I think that would be like a good mental exercise for you. Okay, I think. Okay, now it's fixed. Yeah, man, it takes so much time, like drawing a single frame. That's actually insane. Bhai, COD wala order. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Hmm. Now the frames were good, so okay, now this time it's gonna be like a C shape, right? Yeah. This was S shaped and then C shaped and then inverted S shape, and now I need to go back to like C shaped. Okay. Wait. Okay, no. It's already in this shape. Okay. C shaped, S shaped, inverted S shaped. Done. As for this was like C inverted S shaped and now inverted C shaped. Yeah, that's what I should be doing now. Man, so complicated, bro. I literally have to eyeball its next frame. Speaking of eyeball, that's a company that I haven't heard in a long time. Does it even exist at this point? Lol. Okay, now something like this. And it looks a little weird. Yep, very weird. Uh, you know what? Okay, my brain is frying up, trying to think of how's the hair gonna behave like after this. So maybe I'll like make a straight line or something in order to show the inverted C effect. Yeah, something like this. drag this thing on top. I think this is good enough. Let's continue our. Then this is like. Wait, this is like C shape, right? And then S shaped. Yes. C, S shape. Then inverted C. I mean straight C. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Oh man, it's really tiring. Wait, let me pause this thing.
What makes this rendering simple?
No, playlist, yes, thank you. Yeah, I think I should probably watch on animating that thing. Oh yeah, this one.
It happens to every animator. There's one keyframe and the other keyframe. But where do you put the in-between? Wrong! My name is Florian, and this is Amazing Animation Analysis. In-betweening can be tricky business. Even long-time animation pros still have problems with in-betweening. That's why Japanese studios love them so much. So today I want to talk about a technique that will help you and improve your animations drastically. And that technique is called thirds. To explain, I'll be using two circles, like so. Circle A is the first position, circle B the second. A is on frame 1 and B is on frame 2. Right now the circle just goes from A to B. We don't know if the circle is slowing down, speeding up, or in what way it moves. It just sort of teleports. Now we're going
Hopefully
to
this will make things cooler.
Say you want the circle to start at A, slow down to B.
How is your laptop fan doing? I think you can probably hear it right now. That's your answer over there. Yeah. I did not actually forget. I was like a little late on off my work, so I didn't even have the time to like go look for a service center. So let's try again tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for a service center tomorrow. Yep, that's how it'll be. Yeah, tomorrow. Okay, please act normally. Okay, luckily. Look for, each look up on phone and call them after you get off work, lol. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's also possible. Home servicing thing was a thing, right? I forgot. Yeah, because many times it shows that it's there, but it's not. Yeah, that's also one thing. I don't think, I think it's only for like laptops which have like warranties in them, right? My laptop is like, yeah, it's like 5 years now, so I don't, and my warranty also expired like way long ago, so I don't think that applies to mine though. So I have to like literally go to the service center to repair that. And usually they take like 800, yeah, they take like 900 rupees since it's not under warranty. Urban company, huh? You will be charged more. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's already like charging a lot. And on top of that, my fan is gone, right? So they have to like replace it with a new fan. So it will be like another 6,000 rupees. So yeah, lots of money going in there just to fix my thingy. Urban company is a service provider thingy company. Wait, what? I thought they only do like you know, chores kind of company thingy, like clean your house for you, fix your toilet, electrician thingy, all this kind of stuff. I didn't know they even do like laptop servicing thingy. That's actually crazy. Okay. Man, I wasted a lot of time trying to complete this. Still not complete, which is like insane. I need to lock in. I need to lock the fucking. I'm wasting a lot of time. It's almost 10:30. Hmm. And yeah, I'll check it later though. I'll check tomorrow. I'll just simply go. I mean, there is like a shop nearby. I'll just go there and check by myself. It can be fixed there or not. So yeah, let's not worry about it. Currently, okay, why is this increasing like anything? Okay, what was I doing, by the way?
And we don't want to use too many frames. If it needs to slow down, we need the next circle to be closer to B. That way, the distance the circle travels shrinks. Now that's easy when it's just a circle, but what about when it's a detailed figure going from point A to B? You wouldn't know exactly where to put the lines, and further frames would just get messier and messier. Because of this, what most people do is they put a frame smack dab in the middle of A and B. Then they put a frame in the middle of the new frame and frame B, and keep going until they're satisfied with the amount the circle has slowed down. I call this using halves, because you keep halving the distance between the frames, which makes in-betweening detailed figures a lot easier. because you just draw the lines right in the middle. Now, for simplicity's sake, let's keep our example at 4 frames. When we play the animation, we see the circle slowing down. The distance the circle travels keeps getting shorter. But there's a problem using halves. There is indeed a slowdown when the circle goes from position A to the first in-between onto the second. But what's that? There's no slowdown between the first in-between, the second, and frame B. The distance is the same, and no matter how many times you put a frame in the middle, the last 3 frames will never experience a slowdown. The circle never actually slows down in the end. So what should we do? We could put a circle really close to frame B. That way, there's a slowdown. But this method can get sloppy. And remember, this example is just with circles. So here's a solution. We put the circle in 2/3 of the way between frame A and B. And just look at it. The circle slows down. It slows down with just 1 frame in between A and B. Now I'll admit, putting a line in between 2 other lines is easier than dividing them in thirds. But with practice, this can be done. And it becomes a lot less complicated. You can even give the circle a constant speed by putting it on 1/3 and 2/3 of the way. Now the distance is the same. Now I'm not saying just only use thirds. I'm not just some kind of evil third advocate. You should add it to your arsenal and combine it with putting frames in the middle. Here's an example. Let's say we want the circle to start slowly moving from A, pick up the speed, and ease in on B. On detailed figures, I'd first make positions A and B. After that, I put an in-between in the middle of A and B. Then I create an in-between 1/3 of the way between A and the first in-between. Then 2/3 between the first in-between and B. There's a speed up and a slow down. Halves and thirds, together at last. If you add this in your arsenal...
Okay. I see that's how it's supposed to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to look at this guy over here. So
Have you ever wondered how to make an anime scene all by yourself? Well, you're in luck because I just launched the first part of my course on how to make an anime scene. And in this video, I'm going to give you basically a preview on what to expect on the course. This video is
Wait.
basically the course overview that you'll find inside the course itself, and right now and for the rest of the holidays, it is on a very special launch discount of 30% off. So watch the rest of the video and hopefully I'll find you inside our exclusive Discord community. Hey guys, welcome to the How to Make an Anime Masterclass. First of all, thank you so much for picking up this course and trusting me to be part of your animation journey. This first lesson is really just an introduction to the whole program.
okay, it is like super bad right now.
But before we get into the structure, I want to give you a quick background about myself. My name is RJ Animations, and for the past few years, I've been developing my own solo method of making an anime from scratch. Something inspired by the Japanese animation pipeline, but adapted for independent creators. I started learning animation from industry professionals like Modern Day James, Jongyun Jukebox, and Prororo, and later applied what I learned to creating animations on YouTube. During that time, I was invited to teach at ProjectCT.tv, an online story-based animation school created by Rad Seacrest, who work on Kipo and several Netflix shows. That was my first real experience teaching other artists, and it allowed me to share my full process from developing an idea all the way to producing a finished animated short. After teaching there for about half a year, I started the second YouTube channel, RJ Animations 2, where I share everything I've been learning as I continue to improve my craft. Which brings me to develop this masterclass. So, in this very first lesson, we will go over everything you're going to learn from me in this masterclass. And the goal of this course is to show you a complete solo animation pipeline that you can adapt in your own workflow to create your own animations. Whether you want to make fan animations, create original shorts, make a short film, or even start an animation YouTube channel, this course will guide you step by step in the process of creating a full colored animation. We will go over my entire solo animation pipeline to fully understand how this anime scene that I made for this course was developed. This course is project based, so to maximize the learning process, creating your own mini animation project as you follow along with the course is highly recommended. This course is actually split into two parts, with the first part focused on the planning and developing stages or pre-production. And the second part of the course is focused on the actual animation or production and post-production stages. The first part will have 4 lessons. First, we will cover the difference between the Japanese animation pipeline versus my own solo animation pipeline. And from this lesson, you will learn the various ways I adapt a professional workflow into my own projects to create a similar standard that you see in anime. The next lesson will go over the very early stages of pre-production.
Hmm. I see what's going on. Hmm. You know what? I feel like playing Parkour right now. And it's so sad. This is so sad, man. Like, what the hell, man? Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Yeah, this is the first frame, right? And then Lama. Mm, that is the part, and then I need to. It's gonna be something like this. Wait, is it visible though? It is visible. Okay, what should I be doing by the way? I forgot. Mm, wait, why is my thingy on fire? Wait, what? Bro, why on fire? Oh shoot! There is a... Oh, is there any way I can like... No. What are you trying to do? You wanna eat? No, I suppose. Lol. Look, you have a baby. Okay, what am I supposed to make, by the way? Build crusher. What's a crusher though? I don't think I have the technology to make that yet. Let me see. Oh, wood. I need wood. Lumbering suitability. Wait, I think that's important. Let me get this thing unlocked. Okay, wood, fiber, and everything. Wait, I need to build this, right? Logging site. For that, I need a lot of wood. A lot of wood. Weapon is damaged. No way. I need to go fix it then. Okay, it's using wood. Anyways. And I'm on fire. Fun. Bench. It isn't raining right now? No. Who's over here? He's just here. Okay, I'm hungry. Okay, I need like a logger thingy, right? I see. Stone pit. Oh yeah, I need to build a crusher, right? So I have to unlock this thingy too. Yeah, stone pit. This is also something I need. What else did I need? I need a crusher, right? So wood and palladium fragments, I see. Okay, I need to mine in those areas then. I see. Okay. It is really gonna take a lot of time then. Berries. They're not cooked though. What am I supposed to make? Oh yeah. Wait, there's no food in here? Baked mushrooms. You know what? Let's make this. Nice. No, let's keep this with me. Yeah, I'll just keep this one over here and put my lamau. Wait, this guy's sleeping. Upset and not willing to do any tasks. Wait, what? Okay, while sleeping I cannot do like pet him or something. I see. Okay, I need to make a crusher, right? Let me see. Oh wait, no, it was supposed to be here. I need more wood, I see. A little more wood is all I need. Let's take it from here. Okay, too many items. And I'm not able to run. Overweight. Let me keep it all in my chest then. What is this wood? Wait, what's actually causing a lot of weight then? With the coins? Nope, it's not the coins. Owos, I see, okay. What about this? Yeah. Move half. Shift this here. I think I'll just take half of it. As for the fibers, yeah, let me keep it here then. Wait, that should be enough. Wait. Stone crusher right by the side. Let me put it here or over here. Yeah, I think this would be like a better spot. Oh wait, I need to do something about it. Yeah, I think I need to pet it a lot. Pet it again until it's not upset anymore. Hey potato, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Hope everything's going well. Hi. Just give me some time. I am like trying to do something in here. I don't think petting is actually helping with. Wait, it's in good condition. Wait, okay, petting does actually fixes his problem of not being upset. Okay, I see how it is. Yay, doing good. Nice, let's go. Okay, this sheep is like doing everything by its own. I should like help with this. I think I'm getting a little addicted to playing Pal World. I don't know why. I feel like it's a little rewarding when you try to play this game. It's also like a simple game. Okay, it's done. Let's go. Let me upgrade my base now. Upgrade, let's go. Okay, I need to like add like more pals, like which have like different things to do. Oh, what is this? There's no plus sign, right? Yeah. There's not much variety that one can do. And what about this? Okay, this is done. Wait, I need a logging type pal. Requires suitability plus, okay, 1. Okay, what pal, like oh wait, I need to make a bed right now for another pal. How do I do it? Are you supposed to do it? I forgot. Structure, okay. Okay, that's all. It's available. That's nice. Everyone picked up the mallet and started to make this. This is like so funny. I never thought Pokemons would actually do this kind of stuff, you know? the slavery kind of thingy, which is like insane. It's really funny to see it happen. Okay, what is supposed to rebuild creative furnace? Oh shoot. I should also not forget that I am working on it too. I don't see only Pokemon, only here only pals. Yeah, I meant to say pals only. Yep. Oh shoot! It's a mama elephant. Okay, I need like. I need like pals that can help me with like logging and stuff, you know. Is there any pal that helps with that? Oh wait, there is one pal. You know what, let me replace you with this. Okay, what do you do? Let me see. Harvesting. Oh, you're harvesting this thing right now. That's actually insane. Wait, I need you to do that log thingy, not the harvest. Wait, how do I like... Wait, what is this? Ground, electric, water, fire, grass. Oh, there is like a elemental thingy. Lumbering. Please go do lumbering thingy. Thank you. I think you'll do that after gathering, right? I think it's harvesting at the moment. Okay, do I make it like faster doing that? I think I do. Nice. Somebody collect that thing. Oh, now it's harvesting it. And it's bringing it back. Nice, thank you. Yes, keep it in the box. Nice job. Wait, where is it taking? It's logging. Wait, what? You're supposed to log from over there. Well, I guess it's fine, bro. Wait, what idea do you have, huh? Oh, you're also helping with this. Nice, thank you. Baked berries. Oh yeah, I forgot to take them. Oh yeah. Attack. Yes. I need increased attack, my friend. Okay. Get back to my animation over here. I don't think I should be playing games when I'm working on something. But no. No. Yes, remove this one. Nice. Okay, what was that noise? Huh? Offset is not willing to do work? Again? Wait, how do I check like my pulse sanity and all, huh? Yeah, it is still seen. While mounted, increase efficiency of destroying stone by 500%. Wait, what? Wait, passive skills. A good thing it's doing the lumbering thingy. But okay, I'm on fire again. No way. Please stop. I have to go and jump in the water. Okay, it's gone. Never mind. Thank you. Okay, so that's what the meter means over there. And the shield is supposed to regenerate, right? Yeah, I think it's gonna regenerate like after it. Like, okay, yeah, it is regenerating. Like, it takes a like, it's a really long time to regenerate. Okay, it's like destroying each and every trees over here. That's actually crazy. Okay, I need to like put some stuff inside here. Wait, I just realized I need to make more chests then. Bro. What is it doing? Growth and then harvest. Okay, it's done. It's harvest time. Do your work, pal. What else? Statue of Power. Ooh. Wait, how do I upgrade my Pokeball though? There was an option to like upgrade, right? How do I even do that? Is it something that comes under technology? And what is this? Technology level. Oh, defense 3. Okay, my laptop just... Oh man. My laptop just made a very powerful noise, like... Oh man. Okay, I think it's a really dire situation. I have to like actually go tomorrow and fix this thing as soon as possible. Things are definitely not looking good at the moment. Oh man. I need to do something about these. Wait, how long does it take to like for this thing to not get upset, huh? How many times do you have to pet it? Oh, geez, that means it's strong. Not for long, not for long. That's the problem. Oh man. Okay, it is harvesting right now. Thank you. Oh man. It's making really strange noises. Oh, man. Okay, let's complete this thing as soon as possible. Okay, now it's gonna make like an S shape. Something like this, I suppose. Yeah. Man, it's painful hearing that noise coming out. Okay, it's like make that shape and C shape and then S shape. Wait, no. Went that side. That side C shaped and then supposed to make this then. wrong. Yeah, it's supposed to make an S shape. Like this. Oh man, very annoying. Okay, let me make another chest or something. Yeah. Is that like a bigger chest or something? Oh, let me check with my technology. Technologia, poison arrow. Oh, okay, venom glands. I know where that's from. I know where to get that from. Catches pals that pass through. Humans. You can catch humans also with that thing. I wanna try that later. Okay. What's the next thing? I'm supposed to make a primitive furnace. Statue of power and hot springs. Where to even get those things from? Okay, aquatic pal fluids. Wait, where do you even get that thing? And okay, I need to increase my level. What's my player level? Okay, just this much. I have to do something about it. I don't know what exactly. Wait, do I have a chicken? Okay, I don't. Oh yeah, I do have a chicken, but it ain't much of use. Oh yeah, is this? Why is it in Chotu screen? Pal fluids. Hey CK, welcome. I am playing Pal World right now, and because how do I even explain? The sound is getting worse that's coming out from my laptop, and I was like, my mood is that left a bad mood in my mind. So I was like, I want to play a little bit of Power World so that I can feel a little better for myself. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, tomorrow I'll definitely like go to a service center and get this thing done. So yeah, let's see. Okay, they used to go together, so that means that's shaped, right? That's shaped. There's space in between over here too. And it's gonna be there. No worries. Yes. Tomorrow, let's see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then I have to probably like go to like the next service center. Let's see how it goes. Okay, pinch vector. Yeah. And then change a little bit over here. Oh, everyone's sleeping? Ah, okay. Let me also go get some sleep then. And I'm hungry. Oh, wait. Baked mushroom, right? Okay, now I'm not no more hungry. Okay, everyone get back to work. What am I supposed to do anyways? Okay, you know what? Let me complete this final frame overhead, then I'm gonna end my stream. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, enough is enough. I want tomorrow's day to come as soon as possible so that I can go fix my laptop. So, yeah. Let's see how it goes. Mm. Yeah, I need to like make in here. Mhm. This was my. Huh? Wait, did you make that C shaped and then S inverted S shaped and then inverted C shape? Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to make. Yeah. Wait. Hmm. Okay, this is done. The C shape and then S shape. It tries to go that side, so it would be like S shaped. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah, enough for today. I'm gonna end my stream now. Thank you everyone for coming, and yeah, hopefully I get my laptop fixed tomorrow successfully. Hopefully, man, because I think it's too much at this point. I'm like actively killing my laptop right now, so I have to like get it fixed tomorrow as soon as possible. So thank you. Bye bye.